Good day everybody, welcome once again. On this video we are going to see how you can build a push notification on Replit Bounties, and then you are going to be the first to know whenever a new bounty is being posted. So I noticed that anytime I want to enter a bounty, like if I found this project, this Python scraper interesting, and I want to apply, and I already see that there are 5 applicants already, and I will be feel like left behind, that I didn't see it on time, and I'll end up not actually applying because I feel like there are already so many applicants, and me actually entering there will actually enter a loophole of so many other applicants. So I'll just abandon that. Like this particular one that is here, there is no applicant, and the only reason that I was able to catch this was because I was actually working on this since yesterday, and I've been on this page for a very long time. So, and then this one now just pop out. As you can see, no applicant yet. It was posted like 3 hours ago. So, and I really want to be the first to know whenever a new bounty is posted. So the first thing I did was actually sort by posted date. I sort by posted date, and I now sort by open bounties. So when you now sort by those open bounties, your URL is practically going to change. So then, and I noticed something. First thing I wanted to do earlier was actually scrape this page. Maybe scrape it and then get the data, and then filter out the information I need, and then get the URLs, and then do so many other things. But I noticed that on the long run it's going to be heavy, and then I wouldn't want that. But I decided to take the network page. If you inspect, go to the network tab. We have to refresh this so that the network will actually come on. So if you now refresh, you'll notice that the data that are actually being posted on the Bounties page are actually being served by GraphQL API. So you can actually use this GraphQL API and then pull this data, and you're going to just mock the data and then use it as you actually want to. So the first thing that we're going to do, let's copy the URL. Let me copy the bash. So I'm going to use Insomnia to actually mock it so that I can actually see if I'm going to get the data. I've already done this before, so let me paste this. Insomnia is going to handle the headers and place it at the correct point, and then fix everything. And then when you now send, we are getting a 200, as you can see, but we are getting an internal error. There's an internal error that we're getting, and the internal error could be so many other things, but let's try to actually see what the internal error is. Maybe using Python is actually going to tell us where the error is coming from. Is it coming from the code, or is it coming from somewhere else? But we already know that the server we are actually hitting, that we are getting a go ahead. There is no blockade, there's nothing that we are actually preventing us from getting those data. So let's get the code. If you just go to Insomnia, you can just go to extract code, and then you are just going to get it. There are so many other ones, but for the fact that I'm using Python, and then you can actually use it. You can do HTTP client, or you can do request. I'm going to use request, which is a popular one. I'm not going to scroll down. My cookie is there, so I don't want to expose that. So let me just copy this and then come over to this place, and then let me paste it again. I've already tested it, but I want to show you why we are getting those errors. So I've pasted the code that we are getting. So let's run this. You now see the error that we are getting. Let me clear this again. Let me run it again. Okay, as you can see, we are getting an error, and what error is telling us that something is wrong with this particular line of code, and the semicolon or the commas or the something is actually wrong. And when we now look at this particular line, which is this, we can see that you can actually see that this line is the comma that is separating them is actually is not actually showing that it's separating two variables. It's actually showing that it's actually like included in the string. So we need to remove it. So, and we notice that there are double quotations. Let's see if we use single quotes, if it's going to work. Let's use single quotes here and come over to this place, and we use single quotes. Okay, this now actually fixed. So let's run it again. Okay, we are not getting that the Windows side, this actually the platform that we are running it on, that is actually showing us that there's double quotation by each side. So this window is actually looking as if that is not actually a string. So we have to remove, let's just remove single quotes and then see. Okay, I think we have done that. Okay, I have exposed my cookie again. Okay, let's run this and see. Okay, now we are being able to actually pull the data. We have been able to actually mock the API and we are able to put the data. So as you can see that the internal error that we are actually getting on Insomnia was actually not it was actually maybe the way that the commas and then the listing was aligned on the code. So that was what actually causing it. So we are, first of all, we have done the maybe one of the major tasks. We have been able to get the data by our scripting. So the next thing we are going to do is actually now maybe you extract the data out of this JSON and then work with it. So in our next video, we are going to look at how we are going to extract these data on out of this JSON and then started building our push notification to maybe WhatsApp and our email. So I can't wait to see you in the next video. Push the like button, push the subscribe button, and then click on the bell icon so that when the next video drops, you'll be the first to know. I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you once again and good day.